Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at the 10 weirdest things people try to sell on eBay. So, eBay is the online marketplace I'm sure we've all used at least once. You can buy pretty much anything on there for a low price. But because literally anyone can put literally anything on eBay, you get some strange things sometimes being sold. Before we get into them, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10 we have Yeezy Air. Hype beasts, don't get excited. Yeezy Air is not another type of Yeezy shoe. It seems like anything Kanye West lends his name to or anything he touches nowadays sells for a ton of money. From very fashionable sneakers that sell for thousands of dollars, to less fashionable sneakers that also sell for thousands of dollars. If Kanye's made it, people want it. Well, one day somebody decided to push that to the limits. They went to Kanye West's Yeezus tour. Sometimes people sell memorabilia from these tours, such as t-shirts. Or sometimes if they get an autograph from the artist, they sell that. Well, someone went to Kanye's concert with a Ziploc bag. They then opened it, sealed it, and then wrote Air from Kanye Show. This guy then literally tried to sell the Air from a Kanye West concert on eBay. He sold it for the very reasonable price of $60,100. I like how they added that $100 on. $60,000 just wouldn't be enough. If any of you guys weren't able to make it to Kanye West's Yeezus tour, then you can get the Air from the event. I'm not sure how much Kanye charges for appearances, but I'm pretty sure for $60,000 you could meet the guy in real life. Either way, this eBay sale is pretty hilarious, and who knows if it's even from the concert. This guy could have just got the Air from absolutely anywhere. Not that it makes much difference, after all, it is Air. Next up is Sister Date. So we all know that you can buy objects and things on eBay, right? From a paperclip to a car, it's all on the site. But what about buying a person? You're not supposed to put people on eBay, but rules are made to be broken. At least that's what one 28-year-old named Kyle Mallon thought. You see, Kyle's 27-year-old sister Sammy had been alone for a year. She'd been out of a relationship and hadn't found another man. So Kyle thought he needed to help, and he did that by auctioning her off on eBay. He didn't exactly price Sammy up very much, starting the bid off at $50. Now, Sammy's a very attractive lady, and you may think that $50 is a bargain date. But if you guys wanted to date Sammy, then sorry, but there's a whole lot of criteria you need to meet. One criteria is you cannot be a bum. You must also have a job and also have a car. And you must also be decent looking and a real man. You also can't be a weirdo, engaged or married, or be overseas. Well, that rules me out, and I'm not married or overseas. Unfortunately, Kyle did list her as previously used. But on the bright side, he did offer free postage and packaging. Despite Kyle's listing getting a few bids, eBay did eventually take it down. If the FBI found out you could buy people on eBay, they wouldn't be happy. But let's hope Sammy found her dream man, maybe on Amazon or something. Next up is ghosts. Do ghosts exist? If you watch enough of my ghost videos, maybe you believe they do, but some people are very skeptical and say they definitely don't. Well, one day someone was convinced they not only saw a ghost, they caught it. That's right, apparently somebody caught a ghost in a mason jar. They tried to sell it for $25,000, which is a lot of money, but then to be able to see and own an evil spirit is pretty awesome. Now, unsurprisingly, this didn't get any bids. And after some while, eBay did shut the sale down. They said items whose existence can't be verified on receipts such as ghosts are not allowed to be sold on their site. It's pretty crazy eBay really had to say you can't sell ghosts on eBay. It's pretty weird how selling an empty jar for $25K is fine, but selling an empty jar and claiming a ghost in there isn't. Either way, you're getting ripped off. Let's hope this man did find some idiot to buy his ghost in a jar though. Next up is the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? It's the age-old question that everyone asks, but there's no real answer to. Or at least that's what he thought. If you actually bothered to look, the meaning of life is on eBay. That's right, someone did try and sell the meaning of life for the low price of $10.50 on eBay. By the looks of the picture, the meaning of life is the beach. Anyway, as far as I know, no one ever actually bought this guy's meaning of life. It did get around 9 bids, but I'm not sure exactly how you would send someone the meaning of life. Maybe the meaning of life is to buy useless junk off eBay. Coming up next is Grilled Mary. If you guys had $100 million, what would you spend it on? Would you buy your own island, a mega mansion, a private jet, maybe a grilled cheese? Well, if you guys have a spare $99,999,999, you can get this grilled cheese. One day a guy was grilling up a grilled cheese when he realized this was no regular grilled cheese. It turned out he had made the most expensive and special grilled cheese in the world. That is because when the guy was cutting the crust of his sandwich, he realized the Virgin Mary's image is ingrained into the bread. The guy instantly put it in a Ziploc bag and then put it up on eBay. He was blown away that the Virgin Mary's image really does appear in this grilled cheese. I have to admit, it does kind of look like the Virgin Mary. But is it really worth what he put it on for? He started his listing at $3,000, but after 38 bids, it got up to nearly $100 million. Now, of course, this guy didn't really get $100 million for his grilled cheese. Instead, people were just trolling with their bids. But it looks like if miracles exist, this is one in the form of grilled cheese. Next up is Jordan sauce. If I gave you a mysterious container filled with Michael Jordan sauce, what would you do with it? I'm hoping you'd throw it out, as that's pretty weird. But when I explain the backstory about what Michael Jordan sauce is, it's less weird. You see, back in 1992, before many of us were even born, McDonald's released their McJordan burger. This was a promotional burger with American basketball player Michael Jordan.
Stop it. Get some help.
The hamburger featured a quarter-pound beef patty, onions, bacon, mustard, cheese, and of course a special sauce. This was called McJordan barbecue sauce, and people went nuts for it. It was like the Szechuan sauce of the 90s. Anyway, there's only 24 gallons of this sauce left, and it's in this one big container dating back to 1992. I'm not sure if this is still edible, but it is very rare. And on eBay, someone put it up for nearly $10,000 a few years back. If you collect Michael Jordan memorabilia, then this is a must-have. Or of course if you're a McDonald's collector. But if you guys thought Szechuan sauce was popular, then just check out this $10,000 sauce. Next up is Greasy Mickey. So we've seen one very expensive fast food item be sold. The Michael Jordan sauce was kind of a cool collector's item, but with this bid you're literally buying a piece of trash. Someone bought a burger one day from Shake Shack and the grease stain was in the shape of Mickey Mouse. They thought this was so amazing that they just had to put it up on eBay for $99. Now you may think that 99 cents for a piece of trash isn't too bad, but check out that shipping fee, $12.40 for a piece of garbage. I'm really not sure who would bid on this. But whoever they are, I do not want to meet them. The fact that an old piece of trash got one bid is simply scary. Next up is JFK air guitar. So we all know that air guitars can be pretty awesome, right? Well, what could be more awesome than a former US president on an air guitar? As you can see, it seems JFK is doing that in this photograph. Well guys, you're in luck, because for the low price of $5,000, you can buy this air guitar that JFK was playing on. We know from the ghost item that eBay doesn't allow fake products on their site. I'm not sure how you would verify the existence of an air guitar, but I guess this guy's gonna have to find a way. Someone from Washington decided to sell JFK's old air guitar for $5,000. There's no need to question whether this instrument belonged to JFK or if it's even real. That picture of him holding it should be evidence enough that JFK is playing the air guitar. Sadly, this didn't get any bids. But if this guy's still looking for someone to buy it, then I've been looking for an air guitar. Next up is wooden M&Ms. So, did you know that back in the day, M&Ms used to be made out of wood? Okay, that might not be true, but in 1989, someone did actually find a piece of wood stuck in place of the peanut in their peanut M&M. For whatever reason, instead of trying to extort M&M for money or throwing this in the trash, they decided to hold on to it. And then, many years later, they put it up on eBay for nearly $500. Clearly, this is a bit of a rip-off buying a dodgy M&M from 1989 for $500. But I am kind of interested to know the story behind this M&M. Where did the wood come from and why is it in this M&M? Did it break off in the factory or was there a problem on the peanut farm? Whatever's going on here, I would be interested to know, but not interested enough to spend $500 finding out. Next up is McPatriot. So we've already seen one very expensive item from McDonald's be sold on eBay. And we've also seen a very patriotic item, that being JFK's air guitar. Well, let's combine the two and sell a chicken McNugget that looks like George Washington. That's right, one day somebody went to McDonald's and they thought they got lucky. They pulled out one of their chicken nuggets and instantly recognized George Washington's head. Well, if you have 100 George Washingtons, then you can buy this chicken McNugget, as it was being sold for $100. Apparently this is totally natural and spontaneously formed in a McDonald's grill. Who'd have thought that a founding father would be reincarnated as a chicken McNugget? It seems that one guy thought bidding on this was a great idea, and someone really did buy this chicken McNugget for $100. To be honest, I'd rather spend $100 on 100 new chicken nuggets rather than one old chicken nugget in the shape of a guy's face. No offense, George Washington. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the weirdest thing someone tried to sell on eBay. I think it's gonna be the air from the Kanye West concert, as that is crazy. But if you guys want more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. There's amazing life hacks on it, and there'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always,